the new loading table. Pretty fancy. Whoa, watch your back end. Almost hit. He's missing out of the bucket. Must be on the roof. Come over here to check on him and he's doing shenanigans. She's too busy driving.
Just want to sit right there.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Like mean thunder.
Yep. Just watch when you close it. You don't get your fingers in it. You got your own toolbox. And you can put dolly stuff in it, or you can put tools in it. Whatever you want. Oh, Gracie wants to put her food in it.
What? Hello. What's on your wagon?
A couple batteries, a couple tractor batteries. This here is a homemade start cart. So I got two 12-volt batteries and a 6 tied together, and it gives me 30 volts. But I just put the tester on, it actually gives me 32 volts. So yeah. So if you need a little extra power to start your turbine, you got it.
Right there, the handy little wagon.
Handy little wagon. I took the tires off. One was flat and it had a hole in it. Went to Harbor Freight and got the tires that don't have air in them, won't go flat. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Just walking around with my little wagon. Hey guys, so our season's going to start next week for crop dusting or aerial application. I say crop dusting because most people, that's how they know it. And it's not walking through Walmart and walking by somebody and doing something and then it smells bad. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is applying fungicide, insecticide, whatever, pesticides to crops. So that's going to start next week for us, and luckily the temperatures have been, or it's forecasted to lower 5 to 10 degrees for the next 3 weeks. So it's been pushing 100 this past week, so I'm glad we didn't start this week. But my AC is not cold, so I know you guys are here because you want to know how to charge your AC system on your airplane. So that's what we're going to attempt to do today. We'll see if it works. I went to YouTube University and learned exactly how to do it, so I am fully certified now. So here we go. There'll probably be a lot of talk over because once I start this plane and I'm under there, you're not going to be able to hear me anyway, so I'm not even going to bother. I'll just have to talk over it later, but you're going to see that roughly here in about 10 seconds. But right now, we're going to pull this airplane out and get ready to start it and charge the AC. No problem. So the Freon that we're using here is the Subzero R134A Freon, and it does have the trigger system and the gauge on it. The old system, it would puncture a hole in the top of the can and you'd basically have to use the whole can. Unfortunately, when you do that, you can overfill the system, and then that's almost bad or worse than it being underfilled. So you saw me hook the connection to the line on the airplane. You have a high pressure line and a low pressure line. You will actually hook this on to the low pressure line, and I do believe that fitting will only hook on the low pressure side. I believe they're different sizes. So, and then another thing I want to point out is, obviously, due to the frame rate on the camera, it looks like that prop is barely turning, but it is turning at probably 1200 RPMs. So you need to be very, very careful when you do this. Obviously, I'm not a how-to channel. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, and I don't recommend you doing this. So do it at your own risk. Starting to get colder, so we're heading in the right direction anyway. Hopefully it holds. All right. That's good.
Not an easy task by any means.
No, I was kind of concerned when the pressure wasn't coming up, but it took that big bottle and part of the second one. So we'll see if it holds. Hopefully it does, but right now we're getting cool air. That's that. The temperature definitely came up. It was blowing warm air when we started, and it was blowing cool air when we ended. I should have probably had a temperature probe sitting in there so we could have gotten a reading on before and after, but I didn't. But it's definitely an improvement. So yeah, today is Thursday, July 3rd, and we're thinking next week sometime we'll start going. So I don't know if it'll be Monday or not, but anyway, we're getting close. I just got to put that panel back on underneath, get that all buttoned up, and I think the old girl's ready to go.
First blue sky we've seen all day.
So we got 2.3 in the rain gauge right now, and we dumped 0.7 this morning from overnight. So we've had 3 inches of rain within the last 22 hours. So pretty saturated out there. So if it's clear skies in the morning, we're still gonna wait and kind of let some of this runoff dissipate. We'll probably hop in the Subzero and fly down towards to the east where we need to go and check the fields, make sure there's no water running in the waterways and all that kind of stuff. So Love my Aero creeper. Hang on. I don't want to have to strain it all to get up. Thanks for watching, guys.